So, what did you do before all of this? I mean, what was your profession? What were you? A weapon.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields, the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds.
I never wanted this. But you betrayed me. You betrayed us all. You stole power from the gods and lied. Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will. You've referred to yourself and your fellow mortals as our children. You are not our children. You are a bad first draft. Let the seas boil. Let the stars burn. So let it be war. You wanted to understand me? Then you should have accepted that I was right! I beneath nobody! My greatest heartbreak is that when I've collected every last mortal soul and all of my siblings into my pit, that I will only have eternity to punish them. Though it takes the last drop of my blood, I will see the galaxy freed once more.
No screaming, no theatrics, just you and me, and the sound of everything falling apart. Funny, isn't it? How quiet the world gets, right before it ends.
Oh,
See,
weird.
I only do that. I only do that in conversation, so.
Well, he
I
tried
don't
having
do
a
that
conversation all day.
Oh.
I might actually not have to wear my earbuds all the time. It was kind of a mechanism
Hi,
to
players.
do more. Hello.
Hey, Dungeon Daddy.
Mute.
How is our favorite worker?
Yeah.
You're like a 9-to-5 slave, but it's like,
Feel like 1,000 zins?
yeah. But it's like
Thousands in.
You feel like a 9 to 9?
9 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Why do they got you on that 20-hour block?
Oh no, I work like 8
You
hours
work a
at
normal
work.
job, but you're stacked after the fact.
Yeah.
Mm,
Got it.
damn, you poor thing.
Sounds like you're not drinking enough monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta bump it up to 4.
No, I started doing this thing to kind of reduce my need to buy energy drinks.
Yeah.
I started I fucking bought some like instant espresso, and I bought some powdered latte. So I'm just making coffees all the time now.
I do like to chew on the dry coffee, like the instant
Chew
coffee.
The dry coffee. Like I
Yeah.
can just sip a cup of boiling water and chew
When
on
you see
some instant
Medicus being
coffee.
so down on time, he slams the instant noodle packet and drinks the boiling water.
Well, once you get through your cram series, might need to start figuring out some delegation or slow the pace, because you do need sleep.
Yeah.
As if
Yeah, you
were
let Big
already
Mattress
sleeping.
get to you. You let Big Mattress get to you.
Dude, I let Big Mattress whisper
Okay,
in my ear next to
buddy.
Big Pillow
Yeah, I
and
bet you
Huge
got that
Comforter.
purple mattress. You got that.
No, that implies I have money.
That motherfucking
Honestly, the worst of it is the
You
start.
know what? I'll start streaming and then I'll I'll shill.
Tempur-Pedic.
Exclusively for purple mattress. Guys, I'll have you know that after my stressful stream days of doing nothing but watching Hell's Kitchen, I rest my head on a purple comforter.
This guy, they be on that dream cloud. They be on that
Hold on,
helix
don't bring dream into
mattress.
Keep Big Dream out.
Big dream, yeah. Big
Keep his
nightmare.
jawline away from my advertisement.
Big nightmare. That describes today's session.
Nightmare.
Yeah, something like that.
Speaking of, let me.
Yep. Are we ready for recap?
You guys got one of these sessions.
Yes, indeed.
Bring up.
Last, we left off our red right hand. They had come face to face with one of the lieutenants of Abraxis while making their way through the black site, Omega 13. And as they faced this grandiose and self-indulgent creature, attempting to take a crack at its armor, eventually figuring out the mechanics that this thing had set up, almost like a puzzle, almost in a strange way mocking the party, using this as an avenue of self-indulgence. As this creature allowed the party to continue to make its attempts at damaging it. Eventually, on the security monitors around the black site, the figure known as Downfall was making their way towards their direction. Now, Downfall was also a servant of Abraxis, but within Abraxis's many loyalist lieutenants, there exists a hierarchical struggle. And one of these struggles is the fact that this opponent of theirs did not like Downfall, not one bit. And so, in order to spite him and disguise this entire endeavor as a failure on Downfall's part towards their shared master, and at the same time increase his own standing, for he cared not if this mission he was tasked upon was successful or not, solely that he gain something from it, came to a dealing that he would feign a defeat so that this group of Red Right Hand could successfully escape the facility, and he himself would put it under the ruse of a disgraceful defeat because of Downfall. And with that, this figure, Rolk, allowed them to deactivate the pylons, supercharging the cryo stations below. As the party quickly made their way down below before being evac'd out, with the usurper and the many false traitors in hand, eventually making their way back to the RRS Conviction, the last standing capital flagship of the Regicide. Just in time for what was about to be the most grandiose meeting the Forest has ever seen between nearly every major faction and group of an overture archetype, those who have broken their fate. As it seems that despite the many eons of war and the many battles these many factions fought with each other, they had come to a common cause. The fact that if somebody was to win this war, it would be one of them, and not this Abraxis, this overwhelming force, this father of creation. And so, the meeting began. The various different sides discussing a great deal of what they've experienced with this godlike creature, what they know of it, how it can be defeated, tactics and ways in which they can undermine its advance. As it became known that creature itself, Abraxis, was fielding its own children of creation within the Pantheon, and the longer they exist, the stronger they get. These creatures are known as Archons, and much like the children of creation, play by strange and unknowable rules. Unknowable in the ways of their machinations and exactly how to defeat them. But one thing was for sure: the longer these stay here on the Pantheon, the more firm of a grasp Abraxis gains within the forest. And if the creature that this party once encountered, Clearwater, creature known to them as the Kronash, to the rest of the forest as the Elsewhen, was to tear the world of Vigilo towards the Pantheon with Abraxis upon it, it would spell the end of everything. As the discussions continued, one final discussion was made, one final speech given by a singular overture by the name of Nigel. And as he began his speech, like any other, a sense of familiarity swept over this party, of the person and of this strange aura about them. And as the speech went on, beginning normally as any speech would, or devolving into its true nature, speaking of a man in a cave, of punishment, of attempts tried again and again only to end in failure, it became obvious who this was, as that sense of familiarity was recognized by the party. Not familiarity of a person, but familiarity of a phenomenon. One they faced similarly in the town of Clearwater. The chronomantic false hydra. As the figure revealed itself to be Abraxis. That this would be the only communication it would have with mortal kind before their eventual extinction. And as the figure disappeared, with everyone unable to stop it, unable to have even prevented this figure from taking stage, from listening to the entirety of their war plans, it now became a race against time. As the Spire of Fallstar drags the planet of Vigilo towards the Pantheon, as the Kronash ties its threads of chronomancy towards Abraxis, and as his archons take hold within the Pantheon, you all find yourselves in the midst of this grand meeting hall, as figures of every faction, of every creed and nation, either teleport or very rapidly run towards their designated battle stations, making their way in a race against time down to the Pantheon as fast as they can to halt the advance of Abraxis. And as you all find yourself in this space, and as the various different groups disperse, that sense of dread begins to dissipate. What do we do?
So firstly, above the table, we have to decide on like what is essentially like our party commander, right? Our battalion commander.
I think that got assigned to
Demi? Demi was the one who gave the speech, right?
Yeah, he gave the speech. Let me
His
find.
internet.
The speech came way before we were told to choose a
Yeah. Let me find our.
I don't think we've ever.
Well, in the doc itself, isn't there not an assigned commander for the unit?
Oh, okay, not that.
There's also the AI assistant, but
Yeah.
I think we're talking about something else. I don't remember the exact terminology, but it was like just.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, to represent. Or.
See, Axiom.
Don't we have?
Did,
I can't remember who we have. I know we have the Eye. Do we have Johnny Silverhand?
that is our AI assistant, yeah.
Some guy named Hector. That's a plain name.
I'm unsure if we've been acquainted with such.
We have not been acquainted with everyone here except the Eye.
I'm trying to find the doc again. Hold on.
I have obtained the document.
I'm on
Now I just need to know what page we're on.
You'd be near the end.
Near the end? Gotcha. Do we need me to share screen for that?
Oh, here it is.
No, I think we can just. I think we'll be alright.
Here we go. Right, because we were Meridian.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
got Silverhand as our AI support.
Yeet.
We got Sundial.
Fire Team, Meridian. See the core members.
What we're talking about
Hourglass.
is the task for this commander.
Attached task force. Okay, sundial.
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't really say.
Axiom.
This is really split because it's towards the top was what I think what I was talking about last time, where we should keep the Eye of the King like on reserve. That way he.
Yeah, because his ability.
Yeah, it's like -5 and it stacks up to -15. So the longer we keep him out of operations.
Did what was Ursaban's axiom?
My axiom?
Yeah, what did yours say?
Like the report?
Yeah, under the roles, or right next to roles, I mean.
Huh?
Because I know mine is like the moral liaison and the lead surgeon.
Are you talking about
Well,
the interface?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the interface is the equivalent of being commander. I feel like that would be
I'm not
a
sure
party
either.
assigned.
The interface is just what Axiom
Yeah.
made you notable for.
Hmm.
Okay.
They never actually assigned any sort of command person in charge of everything.
I think we had proposed the potential idea of it being your Primarch. I don't know the verbiage. Vulcan?
Yeah, what about Vulcan?
I think we had discussed that maybe he be some sort of designation.
I think we want to try
Maybe.
him.
Unless you'd rather it be a party member.
I think it'd probably be preferable to have a party member because Vulcan, I think, is in a different fire team.
Okay.
But I mean, I think
not
what you're
seeing
referring to
this.
is with the axiom that I have is the promotion queued.
Is that chat still open?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we can probably.
Oh, there it is. It's just not checkmarked for me.
Yeah. Okay, so elected player per op cycle. Okay.
So we choose as the mission demands.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see the manual one, yeah. I did
Manny,
it,
I
but
have a quick
unfortunately I
question.
got Chicago's. It was surprising how... That's surprising to see still.
Mm.
See demis.
Yeah.
High aptitude chronomancer. Oh man, he's not here to hear this.
Demi
Why was
had
I
a-
assigned the buddy system?
Wait, where are you?
I think below Demi's.
Wait, so people got like specific things? Where that?
in the axiom.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
something.
No,
that you
yours is
had
below
to-
Emmanuel's.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
There was like a
Yeah.
console that you could input a command. Um,
I'm like looking at where's Bunny system.
Maybe someone just type it to me.
I think we should. I think we should have Ursa be like the designated task force commander, and then if he's not around, then delegate it down to.
who's the father that wants to step up beside us?
Yeah, Emmanuel. It falls between y'all two.
Caleb
I
can
think
do
it's
it.
Emmanuel will be.
Given that he's an
Yeah.
actual veteran, red right hand.
Yeah, I think that
We
would
don't-
also.
Okay,
To be
that's
fair,
fine.
we don't know you. We don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, that's the
Smile.
part. That's a part of it as well. Is we need to learn some of our new party members as well.
Need a powwow.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea if we figure out who all on our team. It's Meridian.
Yeah, Meridian.
Who all on Team Meridian we need to interface with to figure out a good starting point.
Well, let me find.
With-
Oh, here it is.
And as
So-
Ursabana, and with Caleb being a veteran of
Yeah.
sorts, and us kind of coming off of back-to-back missions of just being thrown out into the world,
Yeah.
his opinion and his voice is one that I think we need to lean on for the time
Mhm.
being until we get a stronger sense of what it is we should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
That would be his thinking exactly.
That's a good idea.
Let's put it this way. Caleb don't want to have to lead you guys. He wants to be anywhere but here. So you make it easy, and he can actually get to where he wants to be.
Mhm. and I convey this, as I just did, as Ursula.
Caleb just kind of sitting there, arms folded, looking on as they all discuss, and pipes up that he could take the spot, given his
Oh, I gotta say,
seniority.
this is just all above the table before we start.
I'm throwing this in as we are, because I feel like it's good to get the idea out, so that we can kind of, as a collective, like accept it, chew on it, because we don't want to sit here too long and postulate.
Very true.
So, with that being said, Ursaban kind of gestures the hand to Caleb. It's like, as with my prior mentioning, it's like with Caleb being the veteran, I think it's good that for the time being we kind of fall under his directive and take value in what it is that he has to say. Because I think we as a collective are potentially just a little lost in the fog of it right now.
Understatement here.
And to work with someone in our party side by side is more intimate work, and I think that we can kind of build a stronger rapport this way. We're used to being given orders by, well, our now opposition Vicky.
Duh.
So, Caleb, I think this is a better time than any to have, I suppose, a better introduction, rather than being on the field and in the firefight of things. Who are you?
Well, seems like there are some of you who are actually sensible. Long story short, I hail from the Sundered Kingdoms. I've only recently finished some advanced training under the Arbiter, and was reassigned here due to some unfortunate consequences with my last firing team. I would very much like to avoid what happened there to happen here, if you'll catch my drift. So let's all work together nice and proper-like. Make friends and all that. Maybe you greenhorns will actually learn what it means to be red right hand. Right now, after that last little foray, looks like all you bring to the table are some pissy trousers and a bad attitude.
Well,
So, let's change that, shall we?
sure. We've,
Okay then.
we're barely a year old into this, I'd say, so it would help to really resettle the feet in the ground. You had mentioned the Arbiter. We did briefly have a run-in with Silas Quint, I believe his name was. I think the last time I had seen him prior to this meeting was him fighting him fighting a Prince of the Scarlet King out in space, and then we lost him for a bit. And that was with Ars Goetia. I do apologize, my fellow Hourglass. I've just been thrown here and there for a time.
You've been passed
I
around.
can respect that.
You get used to it. Grown with
Certainly
displaced,
will.
aren't you?
Yes. They did say that we'd got fixed up back after a few of us were recalibrated to be back in our right minds, but hard to really know here and there with such any kind of gestures to the room. It's a lot different than some backwater, like where I'm from.
Jesus, what the hell are you doing to your keyboard?
Oh, Randy shuffling
my bad,
cards.
my bad.
I guess this
I
cards
suppose-
are metal.
Yeah, they are
I
metal,
suppose you
yeah.
haven't really been exposed to
They actually are
these
metal.
nervousness ticks. Yeah, I mean, considering everything we've been through, I wouldn't doubt being a little nervous.
Okay, so this next cards are gonna be made of chalk, but not black, but material.
Chalk, he's got amazing grip.
Nervous means you still have your right mind about you. Means there's still fear in you. That's good. Fear will keep you alive.
Hear that, Randy? You're the sanest of us all.
That's so. I'll be sure to tell the manager that when I get back. If.
You intend to go back there?
Yes,
I don't know if I have an option.
Yeah, you've been on a pretty lengthy vacation.
Yeah.
I don't think your manager would buy the story.
I think if you log your hours, he'll keep you covered. That being said,
Well, there's a reason I log everything. As best I can.
As a unit, I think we would love to be refoundated on what exactly it means to be a red right hand without having our, well, others around us, allies and otherwise, be cut down to ribbons in initiation.
Well then, we should get along famously. And to that end, I think before we set off on this little operation, I get a lay of the land. An idea of what all of you bring to the table, talents and all that. So a little bit of it. I think it's about time I get a more robust description. I'll start. Caleb of Ola, chronomancer, Godbreaker. I'm very talented with that chronomancy. I'm not too shabby with a sword. Who's next?
Go. Emmanuel Radnitz, Astartes of the Salamanders chapter, son of Vulcan. It's gotten quite confusing considering I've now found myself in Terminator armor compared to the normal Thermite. I am able to wield powers to heal wounds, and that's what I intend to use them mostly for.
Medic. That'll be useful.
Duh.
Who's next?
I suppose I'll be the next step in line here.
What's your passive perception, Caleb?
20.
Never mind.
No worries there, friends.
Also have blind sight. 10 feet.
What's
And
that doing?
you'd be surprised.
What's our bro doing?
I'm just listening to people's introduction.
So true.
Is there anything else that should be happening, or should I continue?
No, you're good.
I've been 26, if that means anything.
I'm gonna leave it to just it being Caleb's perception that was tested. I won't throw my passive perception in the ring.
That's valid. That's valid.
I'm known as Ursabon. I can't say I'm the foggiest on what I was prior to that, but it was my designated name back when I worked as a curse killer back before I was chromatically displaced. I'm a monk. I have monastic backgrounds with the ways of mercy. So similar to our pal Emmanuel here, I too can heal a little bit. And I do have quite a bit of augmentations. I've undergone quite a bit. I am also a werewolf, to much chagrin. I do apologize for what had happened in the last battle. I hadn't... It's just a bit embarrassing, ultimately. I didn't mean to really go all gung-ho. Just it'd been quite some time since I've really done that. But I do have an extra pair of arms here. He kind of raises his cloak, which is draped over his shoulders, and like a self-hug across the chest is another set of gorilla arms before he lowers the cloak. I have a few utilities due to these augmentations, some of which are very boosting to my regenerative abilities. If I get a good enough punch in on somebody, I can silence their spellcasting. So I'm kind of a disabler.
Also will be pretty useful.
That is, unless they have a stronger will than my will. So it's real dependent on if it is they want to stay quiet with what it is we're up against. That being said, I tend to throw myself on the blade in order to kind of make sure none of my party gets down. I would like to not have the similar fate be drawn to, say, your prior party. My condolences. It's always hard to lose people when you don't anticipate it. Would anyone else like to step up to the plate and...
Yeah,
Okay, I'll start. I was gonna start pointing out people and having put people on spot.
No.
But go ahead.
The name's Zesher. I try to be the party's eyes, but seems like you could use some help with that more than they do. I'm gonna hold out your wand, your Eldarial wand.
As soon as you do that, and Caleb's eyes fall on the wand, there's a pause, and you feel a very cold sensation up against your neck. Before you realize it, Caleb's standing behind you, and the sword is pressed to your throat. Touch of my possessions ever again, and that will be the last thing you ever do.
Look,
I don't like thieves. I don't like people who touch my things.
Calm down there. I gave it back, didn't I?
Do you understand what you just took from me? I doubt you do. Lest if you did, you'd understand why your life is currently in my hands. I don't take too kindly to these kinds of jokes, so I would step lightly in the future. Because now, I know to watch you. As he casts Foresight, he lowers the sword, places it back in its sheath, and snatches the wand back, returning it to the little sheath holster on his waist.
Don't worry, I don't make it a habit to steal from the group here.
I'd hope not. Because if ever in a critical moment I go looking for something I need, and it's not there, I'll know exactly who to turn to. And I can stretch a moment very, very far, my friend.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to weigh out personal boundaries as well, outside of thievery.
By the way, I try to keep track of the people in this party. If you find a little something extra on you, you can also assume that's me.
Now we need that card shuffling
that's
playing
not Andy.
like 4 times faster.
No, it's not.
He nods with a stoic satisfaction. Sharp eyes and quick hands will be very useful in the field, if they know where to keep themselves.
Yeah, you got your message across.
Randy's shuffling faster.
It's crazy. He's making metal sound like plastic.
He's gotten a lot stronger over the year, huh?
It's that emperor's sword on his hip, but it's making his dexterity just.
Not that dexterity is what makes you bend metal like that.
I think it's just straight.
Would
Holy
anyone like to
crap.
play Texas Hold'em? I love a good round of goldfish.
Yeah, I think everyone's attention on as well.
Randy, you're next.
Wait, when did it get to me? Okay. And like he like
Shows them.
attempts to like recover from like midway in a shuffling technique, like almost ending up having to play catch 52. Puts away the deck. In like just like a pocket, like it's a case, but like almost like a sheath. Ben's like, yep, just good old Randy, your average minimum wage cashier at a game store. Honestly, don't know how I got here, but went through the same training as everybody else and got a little trap making glove. Hasn't done that much, but it's shiny, I guess. It like holds up the arm with like the trap glove equipped. And then proceeds to immediately like put hand to side. Met some scary individuals. One that smelled like lavender, and one that well, I guess we're in the party too, so I guess plus we're on the same side now, so and then I just like quietly and very hesitantly pull out the sword Mortis that I had received from, or that Randy received from the Scarlet King.
One second.
Oh.
A wild card. Those are always handy to have
Test.
stuck in the deck.
Testing.
And he immediately goes back to shuffling his
You wanna
deck
know-
and just full focus on that.
You want to know? Testing.
Well, Manuel's not here to pick him out. Only one person left, right?
Yeah, and Chiquita.
Oh man.
Well, technically Demi.
And Demi.
We
Yeah.
still have.
I was looking
like
around, I was like,
Louis
Chiquita's here.
There's also
Testing.
Elias, yeah.
Testing.
What's his name? Totally knew that.
The Waffle Alliance.
Testing.
Well,
Testing.
for those of you who are here,
You want to know?
I look forward to working together. May our successes forge the foundation
You
to a
look
better
like the
tomorrow.
last.
With that said, there's something that requires my attentions. We'll meet. None too long later. I'll see you then. As he
Before
gets
you-
ready to turn, he looks back over.
Before you scamper off, I've just got to know something.
I?
You said you were a veteran. How long have you been with the Red Right Hand?
He reaches up to the shirt he's wearing, pulls loose the leather strap, kind of binding the collar. And he kind of pulls at his collar enough that reveals just below his collarbone a number of scribed marks into his chest, just above his just below his clavicle. Roughly 7 in total. About 7 lifetimes worth.
I see. Well, we'll be keeping an ear out for anything you have to impart to us next time we cross paths.
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for us to get to share all the details and learn all what we need to know. But time's running a little short for me, if you will, as he taps on the watch on his wrist. And as he turns, you watch as kind of space kind of twists in on itself for a brief moment. He steps through and kind of fades. Doesn't disappear through the threshold. He just kind of dissipates, dissolves, and the rift quickly closes shortly after. He went to the future to go meet with you guys. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
He is an interesting fellow.
How long do you think it'll take Demi to get to there?
Demi may already well be there. Well, come on. Listen, I know we give him a hard time, but he's a
very
competent
capable.
sort. I mean, I just came back to kind of be with you guys, and it seemed like there's been some change, obviously.
He's very capable of what he's, been trained and harnessed. He has a lot of
Specializes in.
potential.
I mean, and especially when you're going against something like Rolk, you can't anticipate it always going your way. So we can't attribute incompetency to something like that.
And
That
every other
guy-
encounter?
Well, I wasn't there for every other encounter. There's been a lot of time I've been away from y'all.
It is a lack of knowledge. I would say there's more ignorance on how one's ability works than incompetence. But in time, he will learn, and with Caleb's help, I'm sure he will speed up in the learning process.
Yeah, certainly.
Lucky too, I wasn't trying to rag on the guy. That's why he said when, not if.
Yeah. I know you're not trying to.
Duh.
I think it's with chronomancy. I mean, I know nothing about chronomancy. I just know that it's kind of put us all in a bad place.
Forget
But with that being
chronomancy, half
said-
of us don't even know magic.
Yeah,
That's true too.
but I know that Trip's got some stuff up his sleeve. Which I haven't seen the full extent of. I just know you summon a chair and just kind of keep things together.
And again, as you saw Bang IIP, like when you say Trip, he does visibly react to disdain towards that name at the moment. Now what? Because I've been trying to think of a goddamn other name for a month now and still have not. Copy that hate, think of a name.
We'll
Fucking
think of
God.
something.
Happens. Happens to the best of us sometimes.
For the time being, I suppose we should make ourselves familiar with other aspects of our team.
Correct.
Where's this ledger that you guys have been using as a resource? We're Team Meridian. We
It's
have-
well, let me see if I can find it again. I have the doc open.
See, I'm more curious about getting this Silverhand AI up and
Yeah,
running.
I was going to see where it is we should explore to try to establish a meeting of sorts with them. Is Axiom still something we can utilize?
While you're on the conviction, yeah.
Okay. Where's a place to use Axiom? Maybe
We
this
have data.
tablet.
We have data tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have data tablets.
So Ursavan will kind of withdraw a tablet and kind of push a prompt into it. It's like, hello, Axiom. We're wanting to establish connection with a Silverhand. Where can we make this happen?
The Silver Hand AI is currently with Lazarus. I can broadcast your location to him so he can deliver it to you.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Axiom. If there are any other inquiries, do I just kind of make them known?
When you walk through the veil that Abraxis has placed over the Pantheon, you will lose contact with me as I am centered on the conviction and no signals can leave or enter the veil.
Right.
Silver Hand and the AI known as Stalked will be your only points of contact while on the other side.
Roger that. Emmanuel, you had mentioned something about a promotion. Should we see if we can arrange a
Yes.
contact?
I think we should figure out for you as well. Because aren't you supposed to be promoted to an Aegis?
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
I've got to meet with a kind of like pulls up his own personal profile. Well, I squint it. Where exactly it says this? Oh my goodness, I cannot see the name. Right, it's all right. Was that the bot or was that Randy? That's awesome.
That's funny.
I was trying to find the name of the individual in my Axiom report, but I am having
Apollyon.
Yes, Apollyon. I forget you can see my report.
Correct, I made it.
Right. Kind of scratches the back of his head. Is Apollyon?
Apollyon is currently stationed with the Alliance of Fallstar.
That sounds out of the way.
Correct. Additionally, AG's training takes several months to complete in Pantheon time and over 2 to 3 decades your time.
Oh.
Additionally, survival rates are 1 in 3 million. When accounting your past expertise, those rates rise to 1 in 100,000.
That's still 1 in 1. That's a pretty high number. So
Correct.
I guess I'll keep on training.
What about Vulcan?
And now for you, Emmanuel, you had said Vulcan. Vulcan for yourself.
Figure out where he is. Potentially he could still be here, but I don't think he's actually in any of the fire teams now that I'm looking.
Vulcan is currently en route with the Scarlet King to the continent of Skyline.
Looks like our training is going to be on the back burner for the time being.
Is there any other details regarding the queued promotion?
Promotion statements were created before the current circumstances found themselves present. But should a base of operations on your taskings be formed, additionally, various other subsidiaries be made, additional training and enhancements can be provided.
That's quite flattering, I would say. Even prior to these events, they were throwing such things our way. Well, we gotta do good on our word and at least seem like we've got quite the value to even further earn such things. That being said, we need to figure out what the first step is in all of this.
Lazarus is currently en route to your location with further information pertaining to your mission set.
I think it would also be a good idea to have Thesis, Hector,
I think I've seen enough of the eye for now. Let's just. Let's just. let's just move the rest of
Unfortunately,
them.
as much as I agree, he is a part of our core members. And it is better to coordinate with our members rather than have them
Alienate.
absent. Despite our past, it is essential that we stand together now. And also Vincent, we also need him to be present.
Will these are these other members of our fire team also going to be meeting with Lazarus when the time comes?
Currently, Thesis, Hector, and the Eye of the King have made haste past the Veil. You will rendezvous with them.
I see.
And decide your first landing attack. The unit you know as Aegeus has been put into cryostasis for a drop. He has entered a state of self-induced cyberpsychosis.
Self-induced.
That's
All right.
tragic.
Well, once it is he cools down from that, he kind of snaps his fingers at that pun. We'll be able to figure out a way to establish a. Let's see. He kind of squints at the datapad. FOB. And once it is, we set up one of these FOBs.
Psychosis as a living weapon of mass destruction for your use. After usage, he should be returning back to normal.
Oh. So if we run into something that's pretty cataclysmically bad for our fire team, we can potentially throw him into the ring.
So he's the nuclear option.
I see.
If you are in the ring, you will die.
We will not be in the ring.
What's the ETA on Lazarus?
Drop him in and get the
5 minutes.
Got it.
5 minutes.
that's
Oh,
quick.
we might as well start heading over then.
Correct.
He's coming to us.
Yeah, we might as well stay point if he's coming here.
Yeah, but so we're currently like in the area where the speeches were given still, right? Or are
Yep. You are still in that area.
we should find some like I don't know, some side room, offshoot meeting room.
Yeah.
Because
we sit there like bang the time, right?
Well, let's see Garcia Rue. We'll move.
He may have a place in mind for us also.
Duh.
all right,
How are you
well,
guys? How are you guys feeling?
underpaid, overworked.
Shoot.
About average.
Honestly, with average, I feel like that's better than some circumstance.
Yeah, we could not be an overture. We can be one of the fucking schmucks still on the lands that we're about to commit war to.
Either way, before we deploy, I would like to repair my armor a little bit.
Yeah, you took a mean hit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
They ripped right through your armor there. There's I'm not
just a
sure the
flesh
proper
wound.
name for them. Well, even still, they kind of ripped right through that
Terminator armor.
Terminator armor.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that thing got me at least twice. I kind of like raised my arms, and there's like 2 scar tissue areas in my gut.
That
Yeah, it
should
felt.
be here any moment. Contact me if you need me again.
Thank you, Axiom.
I'm sure we'll find time after the meeting.
Yeah. Lazarus seems like a familiar name. Is this? I don't know if I've really ran into them or really spoken with them.
I certainly haven't even heard of the name until now. Maybe I'll spend some more time getting used to this, what our roles are part of these fire teams.
Jesus fucking Christ. Would you stop talking?
You watch as this figure, who's kind of looking to his right, kind of walks in. As he does, kind of not really paying attention to where he's going, but still walking around the pillars and stuff. As he's walking towards you all.
Sounds like he had the hangover.
Are you all the fire team Meridian?
Duh.
We're Hourglass, but we're still missing some members of the fire team.
But yes, that would be us.
The Eye has them on his flagship ready to go. He wanted to be prepared. My theory is he has Thesis and Hector playing chess with him or something. Dude's a freak.
Yeah. Emmanuel just looks over at Randy.
Yeah, right. He just perks up. Chest.
Well, if you can see, that is where he got it from, and he gestures to Randy.
That right there is an undefeated board game guy. He's beaten him at least twice now.
Well, not so just board games. We don't talk about the other game, but
he's beaten him in many fields.
You're the one who's driven him insane.
Good.
Well, I mean, listen, sometimes people are just a little competitive.
Good job, Randy. And Emmanuel just pats him on the back.
I like almost fall over.
He sees that, should give you like a nod.
We have a few topics to discuss, so if you follow me into this side room.
Very well.
So, starting off with introductions, I already know who all of you are. Polyon had me in charge of tracking a lot of the Red Right Hand during their missions. Mainly because he didn't trust Vicky. Which turned out to be real.
He had better instincts than most.
He is the son of the Scarlet King. Being a cunning asshole kind of comes with that. But my personal opinions aside, my name's Lazarus. I originally hailed from Sundered Kingdoms. The Dark Below knows me as the Thamric Balim. I've been assisting the Regicide since the Torillian War for some time. As I understand it, you all have experience with this Elswen, or as your group officially designated it, a Kronash.
Yes, some of our members have had experience being displaced by the Kronash, or at least what was once the Kronash.
Never really liked chronomancers myself. Makes shit so complicated.
Thank you. I wholly agree. I'm still trying to figure out a way to combat them myself, but
Don't worry. Lots of the time I've spent in the Regicide, I've specialized myself in anti-chronomancy.
I'll need to get my hands on some of that information at some point. That would be very useful. Especially against our enemy. Because I feel like they have their fair share of chronomancy to use against us.
Pretty sure at least half those Archons are time benders, so.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Gonna be some confusing fights.
We'll have to sidebar at some point, as Team Meridian should.
Now, first order of business. Most of the fire teams preemptively decide this, but are you more of go loud or go quiet?
I mean, it's kind of hard to go quiet in my type of armor.
It's more so we go quiet until that fucks up, and then we go loud with the big guys over there.
Yeah.
So about what every other fire team defaulted to. Yeah. Doesn't stay quiet for long.
Certainly not.
If we can go quiet, we will. That's about how we operate.
Well, it's at least good to know. Be surprised some of these fire teams already got themselves into the frying pan, and then into the fire, and then into just straight lava. See where the lions are right now. Meeting ended 30 minutes ago, and they're fighting for their lives on a space station.
We are?
Huh.
Communications say something about something stealing the moon. But not our issue, huh?
I suppose whatever creates a diversion of sorts, we should kind of work through the gap that creates.
Now, before we continue, do you all have any questions for me? I'm of the belief that really shared information in any group is going to be more advantageous than you all being in the dark.
Happy to hear that. We were told you were going to come along with our fire team's AI support.
Correct, he's been yapping in my ear for the past 30 minutes.
We can probably share that load, unless is he just kind of an individual asset, or is he able to be spread amongst others?
Well, I'll eventually get to it, but there's going to be these small implants.
He kind of like reaches into a briefcase that he kind of was carrying with him as he takes out these small little, like, inlaid inside on the foam padding is these small little, almost like specks, smaller than your thumbprint. Black squares with these little, like, diodes going out the side.
I was half expecting just 8 of the carbon copy.
Of like the cyberpunk version?
Yeah. And then you just fucking John Halo it into the back of your skull.
What do we do with this? Do we like implant it into our communications devices?
You place it in your ear when you're ready. And I emphasize when you're ready because this guy's a lot.
Yeah. Considering the party. Wait, you can't undo this? You told me he's just gonna keep being there?
I assume you get used to it.
Okay. Well, I think between everyone I might be the most modified thing. Well, save. I don't really know you too well, Lazarus, but I'm sure we have our fair share of modifications. I guess I'll go ahead and give it a try.
Zeshir's also gonna grab a chip and like hold it out to you like he's clinking glasses. Cheers.
I just went red.
I do not question my motives.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that play out because he did have his hand raised quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, doesn't it, using Simulacrum half your level as well? Would they still have the ability to even cast Wish?
I don't think it says half level.
I thought it
half
did.
hit points.
Oh, maybe.
And then
Maybe
also
that is so.
gain benefit spell slot. Man.
Chip's gonna fill up a stadium with just himself.
I can only make 6.
Oh.
Is
Yeah, but that's 6 spellcasters.
I am not intending these for combat.
Oh, he wants to have like a
workshop of himself. He's gonna start printing. He's gonna mass produce like China.
Workshop information.
Give me 1 second.
Do they share minds or do they have their own individual thought?
Why is this thing bug?
He's gonna Pumat soul this. He's just gonna.
You guys illusionary.
Honestly, I thought we were all gonna start walking around with the trip on our shoulder.
Have a nice trip, and he just.
No, the manual. Manual's bigger.
Yeah.
More room to sit.
Yeah, but Manuel's made of metal right now. It's not that comfortable compared to fleshy ice.
I mean, 2 of my arms are metal.
Yeah, but shoulders.
Yeah, head and shoulders, knees and toes.
Do you think with the extra arms, or someone has 2 sets of lats now, like anatomically correct? Or do you
No,
think
he
they
would not be
still
anatomically
have to
correct. That would imply I had another set of like shoulder blades as well. Unless that's part of the procedure for the multiple arms. But that would also make me taller.
They share a fucking armpit.
It's kind of like I have 2 now. I intend to get 2 later, but the other 2 are going to be above my shoulders.
Actually becoming
Like
the
on my back.
fucking werewolf Asura.
Yeah, that's the goal, to be like a Kengan Asura.
Are these little chips that are going into our ears big enough for Emmanuel to pick up with his Terminator hands?
Oh, Randy raised his hand as well.
Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to figure out Trip's thing.
I mean, it is a lot.
Yeah, you can only cast it once. 1 simulacrum per soul. Can't have multiple.
Not unless you found some sort of artifact or device that would enable it, which is
Yeah,
not
any
amazing on
duplicate
its
you
own.
create with this spell is instantly destroyed.
Okay. Let me just argue that. I am not casting.
You are casting it. Your simulacrum is. It's you. Can't be multiple
it wouldn't gain a
simulacrums of the
soul.
same person.
Yeah.
You can have 1.
Rest in peace, our Sanders workshop of trips.
Listen, that'd be horrifying.
It would be.
Just a new weapon, a new fucking like artifact level weapon printed out every day.
Who else had their hands raised?
It was Randy.
Randy?
Yeah. Not raise mine.
Oh. Yeah, no, doesn't need to be broadcasted like too much. It was basically just going to be Renee just asking like privately to whichever party is best, basically just to like be like, if it's possible, just look at like a list of like missions or targets or something. Just basically for the sake of reading and just being like, just basically just cataloging anything important.
To be fair, it would be easier to look at that than to try to gander at the world map again. We kind of do. The 2 frames per second, the slideshow.
No, we can
You
look
have
at world
hardware
map.
acceleration on?
You can also disable animated effects, I think. I'm not sure if that overrides
Yeah, I
your
saw
DM
that
sets on the
option.
world.
I kind of just like the, I kind of just like how it is.
Yeah, it is a lot of assets.
Yeah, no, the map is good though. The map is good, of course.
Oh no, trust me, I love it.
It's not meant to be a critique of the map.
And then
Emmanuel.
I'm struggling with my mouse. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Are these little earbud chips things? Are they big enough for Emmanuel to just pick up and put in his ear by himself, or are they just too small?
Oh, they'll make their way.
Okay. Emmanuel will just.
Randy, you wanted a handout of missions, or?
Like, basically checking if there was, like, a catalog of anything of, like, mission statuses, like, targets, like... Basically anything to be gleaned about, like... thinking with our party what kind of, like, stuff would be good to look at, basically.
Just like examples of what other fire teams are doing.
Yeah. The equivalent of an in-database Google search.
Just to get a feel for like what the other fire teams are doing specifically.
Yeah, like that, and just the general vibe of like, you know, like looking more specifically at like missions and events that like more align with the power level of our group, as opposed to necessarily something that we would just go in and basically get murked.
I can throw something together. Give me a sec.
All good.
The room gets really chilled. That rift opens up again, and you see like materializing like sand collecting until it takes form. Caleb and Chiquita.
Standing next to Lazarus.
You jumped like 7 minutes into the future. Was that necessary?
Thing about time travel. You know, who said he was gone for 7 minutes? For 7 minutes, it was for you. What he was doing in that time away, that could have been days, weeks, months. Who knows?
He learned how to juggle.
We're next to Lazarus? My buddy?
Yep, Lazarus is in here with a briefcase of these small tick-looking squares.
Not ticks. It's terrible.
The tick description does not vibe.
Chiquita gets excited and looks over at Lazarus. Hi, Lazarus!
How you doing, Chiquita?
I'm doing
What's
okay.
up, twin? I've learned that one in my time here.
That's a good one. What's it mean?
I'm not entirely sure.
I was going to ask the same thing. I don't think you two are related though, but
It's just a boomer echo chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, actually.
Randy's the only cognizant one.
Yeah, it's like Braylon's just sitting there like, definitely heard some people say it and then get called out for saying it.
He had to help usher people
Start
out of this.
digging in your butt, twin.
I was just
What?
about to say something like Randy's got to teach them about it.
Caleb just drops his face into his hand
Yeah.
and shakes it.
This becomes like a small awkward diatribe about like modern
Wow.
day like
How tall are you?
lingo.
6'7"?
No. The brain.
These small little neural implants, once they implant themselves, you'll be able to communicate with both Silverhand and Dot. Dot should be waiting near a dry docks area. Another thing to keep in mind is, as global economies go, especially during wartime, the economy's kind of gone down the drain. So the Coalition has opted to go for a requisition slip payment system, which means any new ships, fortresses, eventually kaijus, Jaegers, Skyhawks, are going to be costing requisition slips, which you will earn as you take out enemy positions and commanders and archons.
Do we have a starting amount?
Typically, no. But given your circumstance, I transferred 50,000 platinum of my own money in order for you all to get a one-up of some sort, which equates to about 50 requisition slips.
Wow, you're rich now.
No, I'm actually rather poor. They don't pay me.
Oh, well, we don't get paid either.
Yeah.
That seems to be a common thread between government employees here.
We gotta get along just fine.
I got paid in living, so you know.
Yeah, that's typically what they tell you.
No, Lazarus, you are rich. If you go to the Blackstone estate back in the Sundered, you will get money. I'm sure.
Yeah. Rich in trauma and character development.
You really do sound like you're a part of our team already. Like you're
Yeah,
really just following.
Yeah, it seems like they put all the jaded people into one team, so a little strange on their part.
Helps us open minds.
Well, now that you're here, you join us. We're all gonna install this chip.
Ursamon and Zesher just kind of like nod at each other before they put the chip in their ear.
Emmanuel puts the chip in his.
Randy just looks at it very nervously for a moment, trying to imagine it's anything but a tick before putting it in.
It's not gonna bite you. It's gonna latch onto your inner earlobe. Or ear canal, something like that.
Those are two vastly different. One's a
I'm not
piercing,
I'm not a human anymore, man. I don't do this shit.
Fair's fair.
What about me? How will that work for me? I'm not fleshy.
Oh,
Good
you're fleshy
question.
enough.
One moment. Which one of you wanted that spreadsheet of every fire team currently on station?
That would be me. Just seeing where we can have our best shot, you know.
Well, I got a list of the first 1,000 fire teams.
That'll do by me.
Do keep in mind each fire team has about 100 million in it.
Good numbers.
Oh my god, it crashed the program. What the fuck?
Are you saying Silver
Oh,
Hand
no.
is
Oh
down?
no!
Yeah, we too many installations at once. Crash the server. Fuck.
We crashed.
Something didn't like that. Just try again.
I don't think it's like a.
Nope. It does not like CSV files more than 10,000 lines. I'll get you the first 100.
I don't know what any of those words mean, so.
Neither do I. I don't know what the hell I just said.
Some of those words were numbers.
I think they were around back in my time, but
Oh my god, it's still broken.
Yeah, that.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Alright, let me go kill Axiom real quick. What the hell?
Lazarus does like a fent lean for like 4 seconds and then
I fucking hate technology. You know what? I'm just gonna send you this spreadsheet. How's that?
You know. Good with me.
Alright. You should be seeing the spreadsheet link populate in your HUDs.
Do all of us have HUDs?
You do now. You put the tick in you. Oh shit.
There we go.
Jesus.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's a lot of fire teams.
That's a
There's
lot,
a lot of fire teams.
Yeah, imagine being a fire team and being ordered to cut fences.
Sad life.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say it, I think they're
1001.
expecting our fire team to play a more major role in these operations than to dig in.
all the fence cutting. Oh, you get
It
dental.
seems like a lot of prep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Counter armor, ambush, useful, HVT, captures.
What do you mean? Sasha, there's only like 98 fence cutting teams.
Listen, I'm loving some of these
Almost a
names on here.
tenth of the fucking fire teams are cutting fences.
I mean,
Equal misdirection.
Tell
you
me
got
that's like
Fire
code
Team
or something.
Velvet Cougar basically doing the Panama Canal.
There are more teams cutting fences than digging in.
We do a lot of psyops now that I'm realizing it looking at this.
Yeah.
We're trying to wean out traitors, so we send them to cut fences.
Regrouping on target, exfil, holding, interala, regrouping, holding, exfil. Shadowing, holding, exfil, regrouping, exfil.
I imagine what it is you have in store for us, Lazarus, to impart is a little more substantial than fence cutting.
Yeah, we're in charge of killing gods.
Exactly.
Any of them fans of Parcheesi?
No,
I think that's something you might want to bring up with
I can say that confidently.
Which gods are we going to kill?
Oh shit, he's here. I knew it was too quiet. Fuck.
It's the Sandman.
I've got a question for you. You see this figure begin to emanate in like smoke from the doorway? And it's kind of glitchy. you all want to live quiet lives? Or do you want to go down in a blaze of glory?
My life is nowhere near quiet.
Yeah,
Won't
quiet doesn't seem
take
to
much
suit
to
us.
get to that.
I think that.
Oh, I'm gonna show you government lapdog something. As you see,
Is he using a slur against me?
Probably.
this guy
Oh,
up here.
I knew it.
oh, mira, el cabrón ese está aquí.
You're all that red right hand I've been hearing about.
Yeah. You just want to paint your silver arm red?
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, this is gonna be a party.
Damn right it is. And I brought the schematics for fireworks. Now, you're all a bunch of government paycheck slipping, purposeful little band of freaks. Right?
Oh, I'm a freak, all right.
Everything else is correct.
You certainly look like it.
Yeah, there's definitely no paychecks here.
I got
You're telling me you're working for the government on a volunteer basis?
No, we just don't get
No.
paid.
That's depressing as fuck.
They kind of just lied to us.
We were sort of, well, not even sort of. We were conscripted.
And believe it or not, this paid better than my previous job.
This story's getting worse and worse the more you guys talk. I just feel sad and depressed.
The person handling our pay is kind of the data of the regicide. I don't know if we're ever going to get it.
At this point,
Let me
I think
tell
they're
you
just pushing back
something.
paying us until we die, in hope that they don't have.
That's
to pay us.
exactly what the government does to everyone. Governments are evil. And until the population gets that through their thick skull, there's gonna be no change. But you know what's worse than the government?
Abraxis.
Probably.
Who the fuck's Abraxis? Is that tentacle thing I keep seeing?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah, the big bad.
You're onto something.
Big bad. You're sounding like a bunch of LARPing nerds.
Lazarus
Yeah,
is.
what's our customer base?
This is our AI, right? Not an insurrectionist.
This is the AI that the Emperor assigned to you all, yeah. I apologize in advance. You know, it's gonna be.
Shut up, you tin can freak.
Oh my god, don't talk like that.
Unlike your out-of-tune voice, I got a voice that the people want to hear. And our goal here, Meridian, is to make sure that voice reaches to the masses that are trapped in the darkness. You understand what I'm saying?
You recognize our fire team name, but you don't recognize Abraxis?
There are tiers of evil governments. Tiers of evil megacorporations. And the one that centered itself at that Spire of Fallstar is gonna get that same treatment I gave to Arasaka Tower. We're gonna blow him sky fucking high. And we're gonna
like this
bask
guy.
in those goddamn fireworks.
To be fair, you might have
my
wanted
goodness.
to join the Lions or the Wolves.
I'm in their heads too. I'm gonna be in everyone's heads, a prophet of a future that you're gonna bring about for me.
You want to come inside my head?
After the meeting.
I like you.
What have I gotten myself into?
You red right hand just found yourselves your silver left hand. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the organization?
I kinda like him.
I don't believe in organizations. I believe in revolution.
I really don't want to crumble his structured argument with you would need like an organization. Yeah.
Look, he's an anarcho rocker boy, okay? That doesn't need to have structure. He's just
trying to hold it together.
I'm a monk from the hundreds.
Welcome to Convergence.
Yeah. I feel like, you know what?
Ursa and I only heard.
What is this? Some sort of convergence?
Cut the title screen.
Now, as I understand it, you're all going straight into hell, right? Straight down where the survival rates are less than 1%.
Aye, kicking and screaming the whole way there.
Oh, you're gonna be kicking and screaming. I'll make sure of it.
If I die, you can just order a new one.
You're like a freaky joy toy, aren't you?
No, I'm starting do not want to be here anymore.
The two dads are just confused.
Now,
I can live with him.
which one of you knows how to build a bomb?
Point to Randy.
I like
big
very hesitantly raise a hand.
I think just about everybody raised their hand on that one.
Good. Because I stole a shit ton of supplies and money from the Fallstarian government. And we're gonna use that to build a big ass bomb. And do you know what we're gonna do with that big ass bomb?
Both things up.
Period.
God?
We're gonna go into the sewers beneath this tower. We're gonna go meet with this little false hydra.
What's with
Oh, we're gonna blow it the fuck up.
Oh, Korak would love this guy.
I can get behind that.
Rest in peace, Cora.
The original bomber of the false hydra.
As we speak, I have several cargo vessels or your skyhawks or spaceships or some shit loading up with dragon scale, with virus bombs, with uncaged plagues we stole from their secret laboratories.
We're going straight to the Fallstar Tower.
You got an issue with that?
I didn't think we were.
This is a one-way mission, martyrs.
Okay, hold on there.
If we can't have our home, no one can.
I think we're going.
I think he's the
Were we sure about this?
this is.
No, we're not. This is a different program suddenly.
Have you ever heard of foreplay?
To be ordered, we cannot.
I don't believe in that Christian myth.
Bite the pillow.
I do it like I do everything. Straight to business.
Oh shit!
No
Didn't you get
filler
out his mouth
episodes,
again?
no half measures, no fetch quests.
He's really trying to bring this thing to an absolution.
Yeah.
You said the name.
So Lazarus, what happens if you just ignore him for a while?
He's in your head.
Oh.
Do we somehow convince him?
That's like a virus.
That's on you guys. That's on you guys. You guys are the overtures. This guy's fated to probably explode and die. Hopefully you're not.
I don't know if I can regrow my head.
I can hear you, because I'm in all of your heads.
Yeah, we kind of got that.
I can hear your thoughts. I know what you're thinking right now.
What would happen if I just took the piece out right now?
I'll crawl my way back into your brain. You can't kill an idea, man.
So he is an insurrectionist.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, he was one of the worst terrorists from the tree he comes from.
What's his name again?
Johnny Silverhand.
Johnny.
I can speak for myself, Tin Can.
Johnny, perhaps we should take things a little bit slower right now.
What do you suggest, Tin Can number 2? Green version.
Green?
It is,
I'm just gonna cut straight to business. Green bean. Pea stalk.
Right. Anyways, it is ideal that we don't go guns a-blazing immediately, or we'll get all of ourselves killed. And we are of no use if we are killed.
Oh, y'all remind me of V. He was the sensible one. The one who's down to earth.
Perhaps
Yeah.
that's a good thing, and I would prefer to keep it that way.
Alright. But Vincent's already taken, so I'm gonna call you Vladimir instead of Green Bean.
It's, Emmanuel.
That starts with an E.
Duh.
What the fuck?
You are nowhere close to, my name.
Close enough.
I don't think so.
Super guff versus super straight.
What's your suggestion?
Well, what is the current list of operations that are available?
Looking at it, seems like these gods, these freaks, more freakier than this freak group, are causing all sorts of chaos in almost every major city down below. The people are unable to rise up. We gotta make sure they're able to rise up. Strength in numbers overcame the corporation. Strength in numbers can overcome gods. We convince the people to rise up, to stop praying to these false gods. Weaken them.
So what you're saying is, we kill the Archons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what do you, suggest in killing these Archons?
Killing Archons matter, killing powers them. Yeah. Beating them at their own game. It's like making a corporation go bust. But on a divine spiritual level. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
We beat an Archon in their own game. We proved to them that the people are stronger. Prove them. We destroy them, strike them down in their own machinations. Once that's all said and done, we move on to their brothers and sisters till every last one of them's dead and in the ground rotting.
Guess it's just a matter of where we get that snowball rolling.
Through the people, man. We do it through the people. So what I suggest,
okay.
Yeah, an uprising. The people are ignorant. They don't know. People are trapped inside there, believing that Faust is the right forward. Uninformed miscommunication. It's all a psyop by the government, but an evil one. A double evil. Because government is evil. That's neither here nor there.
Fucking love sword.
What the fuck? Where's my instrumental? What the fuck was that? Oh, that's just the end of it, okay. Yeah.
This makes too much sense.
Well, I suppose now that we have our tactical assistant here to provide insight, I think I should introduce one of our new additions to the team.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, great.
He kind of gestures over towards Chiquita.
Hi, I'm Chiquita. I'm from the Standard Kingdoms. And at home, I'm the goddess of technology, enlightenment, and balance. But I like to travel light. So I didn't bring all of that here. I'm like a little tiny, little itty bitty piece of the big Chiquita. You know what I mean?
No. But I
Not at
trust
all.
it with how strange things are. Enlightenment? Ursaman kind of looks down at his hands. I'm still trying to
Yes.
figure that out.
Oh, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You can figure it out.
Again, I am a monk from the hundreds. That being said, if it is something I can figure out, wonderful. It's nice to meet you, Chiquita.
Oh,
It's
I'm nice to
quite
meet
a-
you too.
It's quite a resume to have to be a goddess of such things. It seems
Oh,
like
it's no big deal.
Okay, not a big deal. The Sundered Kingdom sounds like quite the place.
Hi.
Oh, yes.
Eyes kind of scan over Lazarus, Chiquita, Caleb. And then he remembers Silas. Yeah, interesting place. What do they feed you guys there?
Oh, I don't eat very often. Sometimes I eat tacos. Eh.
I'm not the foggiest on what that is, but I'm sure we'll try it at some point. Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah.
I can show you a taco. I have tacos. I bring tacos with me because I know that flesh pets, they like to eat. So you have to feed them, right?
Flesh pets.
What did the Joy Toy just call you? What the fuck?
You know, I'm alright without whatever a taco is. I actually don't need to eat.
Well, I I'll show you sometime. But back to introduction. I like to make magic that goes boom. I love blowing things up. Lazarus will tell you I like to blow things up. We blew up a whole city together one time.
Yeah, Benzo Benson. Memorable times.
Big bada boom. Yes.
I see. I see.
The Underdark City?
Yeah.
Yes, that place.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, we flattened it to the ground.
Yeah, we did that.
The tin cans are my kind of people.
So bombs.
Yeah.
I believe some of us on our team are pretty adept with bomb assembly. Randy, you were a saboteur whenever we were doing our training, correct?
Yeah. A lot of the stuff, I guess, I kind of invested in, like, building traps and, like, remote detonation kind of deals. So, yeah.
You know what saboteur means?
If I don't...
make the thing go bad for the bad guy.
Oh, that was just a general question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. We need him.
Oh, Johnny, are you into net running?
Not of my own volition. The less evil government made me proficient in it.
Well, I just learned because I wanted to.
You're one of those.
You like good at fishing?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's a type of hacking.
Ah.
With the advent of technology flooding the battlefield on so many fronts across the forest, it's a skill set that is still relatively new, but highly valued.
I see.
We got a hacker. We got a bomb maker. I think that's what saboteur means. We got
Something like that.
2 old heads. A chipmunk of some sort. Two chipmunks, one's taller than the other. And a moth. Yeah, this is looking like a good team.
Am I that old? He kind of like looks over to Emmanuel.
You said you're from the hundreds, so you're very old.
I was dramatically displaced.
Yeah, so was I. So
I don't know, man.
I guess we are old.
I've learned not to judge people's age by what they look like. Spectre looks like a 28-year-old crackhead, and apparently he's several thousand years old, which pisses me off. I don't really know why, but it pisses me off.
Not as old as Spectre, just know that the Moth and I are the oldest ones here.
How old are you?
1800.
What the fuck?
I'm like 4,000. No, I'm older than that now. I think.
Oh, you are?
I think I'm like 6,000 years old now. Right? Looks over at Caleb for confirmation. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, hell if I know. I stopped keeping track myself after the last mark.
When the years get that far, who cares about keeping count?
Fuck, how old am I?
Surrounded by old people.
That's what I'm saying.
Randy is the spring chicken in the room.
Lazarus, how old am I? Wait, Lazarus, how old am I?
If you account for your time in the dark below, and some time dilation, probably 12,000.
What the fuck? I have even more self-hatred.
I like older men.
You called these two old heads, but you're older than them.
Shut up, man. I'll blow your head off.
Can he do that?
I don't know.
That is the question, isn't it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of heads to blow up, I think it'd be a good idea to kind of figure out which one we want to go and tackle first among this Abraxis army.
That's right.
Preferably one
Now, as
that
I
doesn't look
understand it, your tin can number 1 gave you all 50 requisition slips.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, I might have stolen something from Dot that I wasn't supposed to steal, but it's a ship manifest of a bunch of ships they kept on standby for the wolves, since they're blatant excuses for favoritism. And government dogs, literally. Wolves, but
He's putting down right now.
dogs. So I figured I'd leave in the playing field. Give you all the list of Skyhawks you can get.
You're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
Oh, there's a list at the bottom. Or there's a link at the bottom. Do we each need one?
No, don't get separate ones.
How many,
Unless you all want to explode and fucking die.
I'll blow your head off myself, motherfucker.
Jokes. Can't do if I do it first.
My recommendation, that worked for me back in my day of bombing towers and shit, was either get a real small vehicle, fit all y'all in there, or get a really fucking big one, blow some shit up.
Small one back in your day. 12,000 years ago?
Gotta say though, you're kind of dead. Did it work out?
Hey man, I just learned this. I'm not dead because of that.
You're right.
Dead because of some fucking idiots. I died twice. Shit's not fair.
We should find one with both ground and air capabilities then. Or are these only?
You can get a Corsair mouse for 5 Rex lips.
Is that on here?
Yeah, there's just a Corsair, not a
Yeah, the
mouse.
Corsair, yeah.
how many, people
These things
are-
come fully loaded with your own people. Max
So all of us in
capacity.
this- So all of us in this room, including,
I'm assuming people to fly it for us.
Lazarus,
Yeah.
and Hector as well.
You got gunners, you got maintenance crews, you got drones and shit. You got fucking pilots. Fucking thing number 5. Yeah. Whatever the fuck you want.
We could use one that has stealth capabilities. You just chose a heavy bomber.
I like the way this guy thinks.
You like the way the chipmunk thinks?
Chipmunk's a little fucking funny. What's your name, Chipmunk? Alvin's your name. Alvin.
It's your true Fey name now.
And the taller one,
I love that show.
Simon. Alvin and Simon. Where the fuck is Theodore?
Fucking knew it. Alvin. you gotta get a voice changer that pitches your voice up like 5
Old
octaves.
fennel trip Alvin.
Please, please do not. Please do not do that.
That's what you should have used your wish on, to have the universe acknowledge you as Alvin.
I still have. That was just a casting spell. I still have many wishes.
Well, we should consider what it is we spend these rec slips on, since Lazarus
One
was
has,
gracious in giving them to us. We should probably settle on just one ship.
Certainly, but
Yeah, to be honest, that is my life savings right there, so.
well, if you die here, you don't use it, you lose it, so we appreciate it.
But you're not.
Yeah, especially since we don't get life insurance.
That retaliator bomber sounds pretty nice.
Who would that
Something
life
that packs
insurance go
punch.
to, anyways?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, the ship that Alvin pointed out does have life support systems on it.
Are we really defaulting to calling Trip Alvin now?
I
Why are you being weird, man?
Oh. It will always be Trip in my opinion, so
I'll respect that you're now Alvin. I may recognize you in mind as
Fennel.
Trip. Not Fennel. That's our DM. R.I.P. Maybe. Yeah, let's go find our ally, Fennel.
Fennel's gonna be on the side of Abraxis, bro.
Hold on.
I was just going after Demi.
or Demi.
So what do we feeling, fire team? Feeling the namesake? Or are we gonna be a little fucking inky dink pussy shit?
I don't care what we do, as long as it's the party's decision.
Ah. Every team's gotta have a
Cutlass
nihilist.
Black. A nihilist?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? I don't even know what that means.
Caleb kind of
Nautilus?
smiles wryly.
Yeah.
I know actually nothing about Star Citizen.
Yeah.
There's literally a ship called the Aegis Reclaimer.
I picked the first one I saw the word bomber. It was classified as a bomber.
I'm actually savvy to some of these ships because I used to play it heavy with Medi.
I think y'all should buy the Kraken.
Oh shit! Bro. You're wrong.
That would be 80% of our supply.
Yeah, I would. And use it or die losing it or some shit. Something like that. Right. Yeah.
Whatever it is we do get, we don't want to invest over half of everything into it because we don't want to go too gung-ho and then just have it be destroyed.
We're gonna make that money back, right?
Probably not.
Money is now this Rex level
Yeah.
when they fall out of trees.
We could sell drugs for money.
Money doesn't mean
No,
anything
we
anymore.
will not be selling drugs.
Well, if you kill or
Well,
capture an
you're not
Archon, the Regicide gives you 50. Kill an enemy unit, you get 1. Conduct a strike, you get 1. Operations, you get 1. Side objectives, main objectives, you get hella.
So now with that in mind, we have to consider how long it even takes to get 1, let alone killing an Archon.
I could say for certainty. I have a bit of a specialty in that particular department.
Do you happen to have also a specialty for what ship we should be selecting?
Well, you ask me. Something large enough to travel, carry our folk, perhaps some cargo if needed. Something with decent firepower, not too heavy. A lot of options. You say we get the full retinue here?
Yeah.
Then I'd say perhaps the Constellation, sizable cargo space, additional flight craft in case. Alternatively, we can go the Retaliator, base or bomber. Comes armed with weapons, solid form factor, large enough to carry our crew, and perhaps a little if we need to haul something. Could also go if you're looking for something with a lot more punch to pack, the Hammerhead.
Kind of like the sound of the Hammerhead. There's two variations. Best in show? Is that just like the display model or something?
It's like the expensive fucking one.
Ah.
Maybe just the normal Hammerhead. That's
Well,
still
if it
quite
costs the same, doesn't hurt to get the full package, eh?
We should probably figure out what the difference between the two would be. Because one could be built for civilians.
Best in show is a heavy gunship. That's what we need.
Man, we're really just priming up to destroy anything.
Yeah.
Give it an earnest attempt.
Fucking destroy
It's
them.
also a good choice.
I goddamn Idris. Blow that shit up.
Mikey, he's so right. That thing is a fucking monster.
The Idris?
Yeah.
Which one?
Any of them. They're all packing fucking firepower.
There's
It's just
supposed to be
different
a cost-
packages.
There's a cost disparity between the KM and P.
Ah. I believe the K might be the base one, right, Manny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's stripped of any weapons, but the M and the P should definitely have the firepower in question.
You want to put ships inside of your ships.
He's not wrong. Large enough to house a few smaller vessels if we need to.
Well, what if we also find some vessels that we could potentially repair?
Exactly. Storing them on the Idris would be able to provide us a place to stage that same repair. Quite the insightful one.
That is also a strategy we could employ as well.
Fucking javelin.
We cannot afford the
Blow that shit up.
Just
Kill everyone.
Just call that shit it. Blow that
Blow it
shit
up.
up.
We've got a javelin to burn.
Fuck it, buy a tank. Buy the Nova. That shit's preem. Kraken. We could load a goddamn medical evac vessel full of goddamn condensed dragon scale and send that into our enemy.
Again, not a martyr mission.
They're gonna think help's arriving, that they're getting evac'd. And then they get a face full of goddamn explosive powder. And then they die. Yeah.
So Caleb.
But hear me out.
Aye.
Between the... Is that an RX car? That's just something straight out of Rocket League.
Need a vehicle on land. We need Demi.
But
Junior.
Put some C4 on that sucker.
Blow that shit up.
Oh, don't worry, that's how our vehicles end up anyways.
by 50. Blow that shit up.
Fucking love this guy.
Put a delayed fireball in the trunk. Blow it up.
Yeah, whatever that shit is.
Taco on top of it.
If we throw enough of these at one...
The new vocal stem is just gonna be blow that shit up.
I'm gonna check what kind of things I can make. Oh. I can make tripwire drones.
Randy looking at his feet and finding just plastic explosives. I suppose
We should
it's,
steal the conviction.
Yeah, if we just drop the conviction onto the Spire.
I think I could steal it.
I feel like Axiom would have a lot more pushback than you expect.
I'll curb stomp that motherfucker. He pisses me off.
All we have to do is get onto the bale, and apparently that messes Axiom up. So once we get the conviction there, straight in the tower. Fire.
Wasn't the...
Yes.
I don't think it's a good idea.
To be candid, I agree. Okay.
It's still not a good idea. It's a great asset to use in any form of warfare. We still have a war after this if we win.
You get 2 hammerheads and a shit ton of gladiuses and put bombs on the gladiuses. A bunch of cargo vehicles. Put virus bombs inside the cargo vessels. Blow that shit up. There are no rules of war.
I think we should just virus bomb this entire planet and mop up the rest.
Yeah.
Or actually, as all virus bombs work, shoot a plasma torpedo into the atmosphere and just watch it burn for a little bit.
Should we maybe check if we can take out one of these things before we consider going on all of them?
I suppose it would be good to know what kind of firepower would be needed to even tackle some of the lesser problems. The Archon will be a problem, but I don't want to drive a ship into it. Well, at some point, yes. Because I won't lie, that does sound cool.
Yeah. Do you know how to make a nuke?
No.
Oh.
Again, a monk from the hundreds.
I don't.
I don't know who the hundreds are.
It's a time period.
Oh. But he's got a nuclear gauntlet. You just said he got a nuclear gauntlet.
Huh?
Your gauntlet can make nukes, right?
I don't think that's how it works.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
None of this is nuclear. I just said I don't think this has nuclear.
This guy just fucking lied to me. Oh. Can one of you smoke a cigarette real quick? I need a cigarette. Just one of you.
Fucking Caleb sparks one up as
I just said
he's starting to get stressed out.
What kind of cigarette?
God.
What kind? What kind? You gotta say what kind.
Just a menthol.
Black and mild. Oh God.
100 ports.
Marlboro Light.
Oh God. I hate my cigarettes. Oh.
The piss water lights. Ugh.
Piss water light.
Anytime I can get the good stuff from the Feywild.
Better than that
Buy
hippie
yourself a
smooth
brand of
shit.
Sundered cigs. Sunders. They'll put you on your ass.
I have drugs.
No drugs.
They work on you?
All right, which ship are we getting? What's the plan?
She's dodging the question.
What's the plan?
I will say that Idris M seems like a pretty compelling purchase, especially if you had recommended it, Caleb.
It's one of the biggest we can get without going overboard.
Yeah. It'd be a sizable investment, but it may just be worth it.
I agree.
Does anyone have any other suggestions or otherwise that they'd like to propose?
What do I can think of?
The M.
Oh, a what?
You're gonna get the M.
The M.
Yeah, the Idris M.
Yes.
Good, you know what the M stands for?
No, what does the M stand for?
According to the government, it means military, but I like to say motherfucking explosives.
That's
no, I like that answer.
Sounds good. We'll have
Yeah.
dangerous motherfucking explosives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terror
It's
against
only
terror
terrorism.
right
Yeah, it's only terrorism if it's against the domestic force. It's war if it's against the militant one.
They seem organized, though.
It's about to get domestic up in this bitch.
Johnny wants us to be
Don't correct me, raccoon. I'm gonna show you the real meaning of digging through trash. Taking out the trash. Yeah, that one's better.
What's that thing you had said earlier, Chiquita?
You can give it another shot.
Was digging in something.
They put me on a goddamn suicide squad. They put me on a suicide squad.
Huh.
I don't like being here as much as you.
I knew I was getting shafted after my last fuck up, but
You'll grow used to the company. We are not going to get The Ursa. He touches
All
the
right.
screen.
Idris motherfucking explosive coming right up. It's gonna be waiting for you outside.
Could ride the Ursa.
I'll be in charge of the guns.
Can he even shoot the guns?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm in the PA system. I can yell fire, and everyone's gonna shoot because I'm the loudest voice in the room. People always listen to whoever's the loudest. Just a fact of life.
Honestly, he's not wrong.
I don't think me and you have been collectively that loud, though.
Who? Me or you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we just have a presence.
We continue bantering.
Now with that out of the way, where you go land in first? Where are we bringing this motherfucking explosive?
We're not blowing it up.
Yeah, but I want to blow someone up. Preferably a governmental entity.
Gotta... Let me put this PC to the test and zoom out.
The world's your oyster or something. Or is it clam? The world's your clam. I like that one more.
It's the saying is, "The world is your oyster."
That's a stupid fucking saying. Made by the institutions. And the dictionary.
Big Webster.
Big Webster.
Wanna go after one of the icons straight away?
I don't recommend we throw ourselves at such a
not a
threat
good
immediately.
idea.
We should probably scale up.
If we are to go and target, one, we'd have to end up probably calling in our Aegis, Vincent.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah,
wanna call
V's
that
all
in
types of
terribly.
fucked up. He's a weapon of mass destruction.
If we don't want to go after something, well, one of the icons first, what about bottom right corner of the map? Right next to right of the rail, that area?
We seem to have a fleet in our way.
How easy can we get around? Like, is the road literally an oyster? Can we limit it?
The world's a goddamn circle.
So we travel north, we
I
travel
felt like you said
northwest.
no to that before.
We travel northwest, and then we should come around at the southeast.
Yeah, too.
Theoretically, yes.
Is that how you pronounce that? Glythos?
Probably.
Lithos.
I personally think we should probably just travel northward and maybe take the fortified position, the command and legitimacy node, and the mobility gate. Well, there's two strong points and a sustainment depot as well.
What area are you referring to on the map?
So if you go in the bottom left corner, yes.
Where the other sundered fleet is?
Yeah.
To go for what is that going to be called?
You're wanting to go for that depot?
Yeah, get that depot. Or the mobility gate.
Oh, let me find that mobility gate.
It's
I
right
see.
there. Yeah.
By Yafir.
Circle
Yeah,
that
there's
shit.
also-
Crystal Hoof Harbor. Circle it.
Let me, yeah.
There's also, if we do go to the other one that Trip mentioned, there's also a strike battery there.
The one on the right corner.
And a mobility gate as well. I'm assuming that mobility gate will go to the mobility gate in Crown Haven, which has another strike battery.
I feel like I need to have this clarified. Is that whale there?
Yep, that whale is there.
Yep.
And that's the size of the whale. And it is dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Yep.
Okay. Then
World whale body. And what does it actually do? Antibodies?
It gets you kaijus.
Okay,
You
so
want
yeah,
my
okay,
godless advice?
we would love to hear your advice.
It's quite simple. We are ill-equipped at the moment to take on Archons directly. This much is true. But it is not an insurmountable task. To that end, as I had mentioned, this is somewhat of a specialty of mine. If we can get our foot in the door and slay a handful of them, we can use their power to further defeat more of them. So long as they fit the correct conditions, of course. There are limits to what my skill set is able to do.
We may need to research what it is we do want to tackle if it's an Archon that...
Precisely.
I
To that
do want
end.
to make a note here. The closest Archon is on Albria. I believe so. I could be mistaken, but it looks like it's by the way I'm looking at it. And on
The closest from where?
the closest to the whale.
Yeah, it would be Albria next to Water. It's on the map.
To that
the
end,
Archon of Rupture.
Yes, the
my
Archon of Rupture is the
thinking
closest.
is that we gather research on this Archon of Rupture, and to further expound your plans to create a staging ground in the south might be quite prudent. We can work our way across the southern continent towards the World Whale, and upon securing a solid staging ground, launch an expedition to capture it.
I think that a good idea, just on the grounds of gathering information on what forces are at us.
This is correct.
Because rather than, yes, being initially ill-equipped, you do have a specialty. If it is, things do escalate very quickly. And let's hope that they don't.
And it is not a good idea to stretch our forces thin.
Which is why we begin by working our way towards that goal. Take a southern position, expand our entire operation along the hemisphere until we can get to a position that will allow us the opportune conditions to claim the World Whale. And, should circumstances align, contend with the Archon.
Well, what exactly do these strike batteries consist of? I'm assuming it is mass firepower that we can direct elsewhere on the planet.
Goddamn anti-air.
Ah. So it would be useful against these mod cherubim.
Yeah, that's if you can figure out how to control them.
I mean, if it is regicide related, shouldn't be too difficult. No?
It's one way to find out. We blow that shit up, or don't blow that shit up. Either way, we can scrounge through the wreckage, figure out if it's something we can manipulate, hack, net run, chip into, etc.
I think it would be best to take control. That way we can have fortified positions if there's any potential counterattack.
Yeah. I like the way this grandpa thinks.
I can do hacking too.
Now, my question is there any information that the other parties have gathered that may be of use? That we may coordinate our efforts with them as well?
Most of the parties have already gone through the veil. They're in there right now, and we can't really communicate with them. Yeah.
Our paths may just have to cross. That
You can communicate with them once you're in. Figure out some sort of plan.
We could do that. Because right now it does seem like we are fighting a war of resources as well.
Yeah. By the time additional resources from other trees get here, we either have won this war or die. In which case, there won't be no resources because everyone's gonna be dead.
what seems like a good starting point, Caleb?
Do we have any resources that would allow us to contend with kaiju?
Or a lot of Jaegers. But if you can single out as a kaiju, I don't see why your ship couldn't take it out. That being said, the assumption is for each kaiju that's on this map, you assume that there's about several hundred where that kaiju is.
Understood. So, this leaves me to one simple conclusion. If we push further than the Great Serpent's spine range, and perhaps find a landing on the Capra Cliff, near Capra Cliff City, yes. Perhaps claim the city for ourselves once we've driven out the local resistance. It seems the enemy forces there are sparse enough that perhaps with some appropriate planning, coordination, we might be able to take it out. What do you all think?
It is also worth noting that it seems that the enemy are relatively spread out kind of to our favor. We could likely slip in some of our allies and attack from multiple angles.
My thinking exactly.
Not far from this place is also the Archon of Rot.
The Archon
We can
of Rot
begin
is
gathering intel on the Archon once we've made landfall and sustain some sort of foothold.
also noteworthy. The Archon of Drift and Archon of Silence are also very close by. If I were to assume, if Archon of Rot were to be attacked, those two Archons may come to his aid.
That's if they like each other.
That
They
is-
behave like
this is
Rolk
true.
does. They don't like each other.
Precisely. We can't assume that they're necessarily aligned in purpose and values. Perhaps an overarching ambition.
They may be like Chaos and just kind of rip into one another and throw each other under the bus in the means of being the bigger man or the bigger fish.
We threaten the
Aye.
Lewis.
But in turn, go ahead.
You can go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry.
As you were, Alvin.
It definitely looks like the Drift and Silence are either fucking about to kill each other. So there's no way to tell what exactly the relation. Alright. Guys, my mic not picking up half the stuff I said.
I think Discord's just having a latency issue. We are hearing you. Or so I hope. Oh, I think Discord is tweaking.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to this idea of the Great Serpent's spine range. Where is it that you would want it to make landfall on the spine range?
I'd say going further south than the spine range.
So
Closer to our southern stationed allied units. And if we can get to a location in the proximity of Capra Cliff City, southwest,
I see.
we can claim the city, gain access to a mobility gate, some supplies, and a fortification from which we can stage further operations. That is, of course, if we can successfully purge the enemy from the city. Which is where our strategy, in terms of performing this landing, comes into play. Given I'm only vaguely familiar with some of your talents, I'd ask, were we to storm this particular city, what would Hourglass do?
Well, if we are to storm the city, we are to approach from the north. And judging on what I'm looking at the map, there are multiple obstacles in our way, but we can bypass those obstacles if our allies engage the Cherubim and the others that are in Gathron, or the city of Daniel, whatever it is called, which we can bypass along the coast with additional forces to encircle what is present and attack from all sides. It will just mostly be a slugging fest with the looks of it.
Potentially.
The
If
air
I can...
units for sure will be a problem.
Which is why I believe coordinating with our allied forces might help in this endeavor quite significantly.
Correct.
Though we may be a fire team in of ourselves, does not mean we cannot call in help to help.
Correct.
Cordon the city off, isolate, and...
If I were to make a suggestion,
please.
And please, if you would may, look at the units to the left corner. I am going to be drawing. We can take hold of this Regicide remnant and potentially two of Creation's 6-ton fleets, probably this little wing right here, to encircle this begotten host right here. Have it occupied, and we could do that at
this could work.
Now, if I were to do this personally, I would have these two Regicide from the front right here. Have these two come over here and flank, which would probably force these two to draw in to reinforce their allies, which we can use these two, additionally, to not only move forward, but one unit can split to occupy the Begotten Hosts, and one unit can split over here and attack from the rear, and we could additionally take another 6-ton fleet, come up and attack from the rear as well. That would also include other units from over here with the Regicide Remnants to engage the Tyrant in the Begotten Host.
Wholly, I agree with this plan on many fronts. This might be the most effective way to take the city, though I have but one contention.
Go ahead.
Rather than engage them over the water, risk collateral damage to the city below, why not draw them further northward into the wastes? That way, should they fall, we don't have to worry about it destroying the infrastructure. We'll be reclaiming ourselves shortly. And it'll give more opportunity for our allied forces to swell in the space that they
How do I erase? How do I erase on here?
I think it's
I believe it'd be like Control Z, yeah.
Control Z, Control Z.
Mhm.
Okay, let me-
It'll just undo. Yep.
I do like the idea of bringing out our enemy to the mountains because
You see what I'm
after
saying?
the
Like,
fact, we
because
may be
honestly,
able
you
to
got a hitter
harvest them.
idea. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. Yes. You catch me. So your entire plan, pretty much the same as it was intended, but instead of we engaging them here at this particular point, we draw them northward. You know what I'm saying? Like up this way. Yeah, you get me. You get me. And then in the space that they leave behind, we can have our allied forces flood in to occupy it. So they won't have a withdrawal space, and we'll be able to further and more quickly occupy and claim the city ourselves.
Mhm.
And then
It
the
is-
Woodburg is a great
it
staging
is-
ground for taking the northern city as well.
It is worth noting that if we were to do that, I would advise using this entire wing and have it stagger. So have the Seraphim fleets go first, and then 3x3, the Regicide Remnant fleets will follow in.
Grind them down and cordon them off. Yes.
Yes, and if worst case scenario the Seraphim catch us here in our movements, it is still partially outside of the city, so we could still take advantage and probably take a long route of having units come over here, striking here, and also having units come over here as well to strike. But the issue is, it is still within the perimeter of the city. It is ideal if we have them go into the mountains, but
If we can force
if
them
everything goes our
forward
way.
using that staggering technique you said, draw them northward, and then use that opportunity to relay an advancement order to our other allied forces, we can force them back. They'll be drawn
So
northward.
it would be a movement
So we
like
could
this.
very much pull this off.
It would be like a movement like this. If they were to engage, it would probably be more of a pursuing manner like this to engage us, or a scatter where they would go like this as well to hopefully attack us. So that is why we would have to start from here. to
My
catch them
thinking
in
was
the
actually
rear.
to kind of do a bit of a, for pardon my lack of a better descriptor, but like drive-by bombardment. You get me? To initially engage them, like
That's a good
hang
idea.
around their immediate like area, so they can't really ignore it. And then if they try to ignore it, they get whittled down. If they engage, they follow, and they're forced into the play. And then we can just draw northward while we have these guys down here, right? These like obviously more than just these guys.
And move in here.
And then just have them push upward. Yep, exactly.
And occupy.
Nah, yeah, this works perfectly. This works perfectly. Yeah.
Okay, so that means we can probably have some of the, like the Sundered. Wait, are these no? Dark Below, sorry. Have the Dark Below units right there. Probably go north and cut into the mountains, and
Which, by the way, those sundered fleet units, you're gonna see more of those scattered out in the next like day or two. So keep an eye out for that.
Nice. So we could probably have the Dark Below, these 3 Dark Below that are over here, go this way,
And out of the Regicide remnants and the Seraphim fleets, which are the fastest? Because that could,
the Seraphim fleets.
Okay. So what we want is have the Dark Below fleets get in position over there. Regicide right over here. And we're going to have the Seraphim fleet do what you just said, bombard them, and then lure them into the trap. But we also have to worry about these guys here. So do we have another Seraphim that we can do to lure them out into the waters?
Ping for me again, which one you were referring to? I didn't get to catch the initial gesture.
So
the ones you were worried about, you just mentioned.
They're circled up top.
Perfect. Oh yeah, those, yeah, in the northern city. Yeah, that's. I was concerned a little bit about that too, but my
what
main
we can do.
My main kind of
Hear me out real quick. I'm gonna take your same principles. We're gonna take these three right here, that are Seraphim.
Right.
We're gonna have them push northward. And like the old tactic of ancient times, like what's it called? Canberra Circle?
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
What the nomadic tribes would do is like have them come in, do that tactic, drive by, and then like if they start pursuing, retreat this way. And we're gonna have, actually, let me Control Z. That's Control Z. Control Z. We're actually gonna have these two be more right here as like a little guard.
Yeah. If we're gonna do that, I think we should push a couple more of these guys down southward. These guys over here. I think we should push some of those guys up to give them some support, because there is a lot of aerial units right there. And if we just send in the two fleets, we run the risk of them getting like overwhelmed over time. I like the idea of them being like a guard from them pushing in advance westward, because then that will keep this whole operation we're working on over here safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
yeah.
Like these guys, I'm not really concerned about because they already have dudes checking them.
Yeah, we got those guys holding them. I just don't want to send these two guys by themselves. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. So we can probably support them with these three.
Maybe yeah, exactly. Could work just as easily. Just have them go up alongside and provide some additional fire. Yep.
Yeah, and just to check, these guys over here, make sure they don't intervene, and then we could probably move these two Regicide and these two right here to engage and encircle the cherubim above the water. Well, I think my AirPods. Yeah, they just decided to die on me. One moment. Lovely. I gotta use a different audio source.
Both of those options sound really, really good.
Alright, there we go. I can hear you guys now.
Apothecary or Space Marine, both of those sound really.
Yeah. Okay. I can pull up the doc and I'll send it to you.
Oh, but yeah. No, I catch what you're saying though. No, yeah, this could very much work as long as we have a means of controlling the flow of enemy movements. This should go off mostly without a hitch, not accounting for any unknown factors, of course.
Air superiority is the key to victory.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. There's a reason why the Sundered's fleet is predominantly an aerial armada.
I mean, that's also why historically the United States just,
dominates militarily, yeah.
But obviously for these guys aren't really air units, so we can't really draw them out like we were going to be drawing the cherubim out.
But we can use ranged bombardment. If we have to sacrifice anything, my thinking is we hit them light enough to gain attention, maybe agitate and see if we can lure them northward towards the coastline too. You know, ideally an engagement point would be somewhere right here. You get what I mean? So that way we don't have to worry about them destroying the clusterfuck of like stuff that's over here, like the supplies or the fortress. We want to be able to claim those.
Once those operations are complete, we're gonna, and like the cherubim are occupied, we're gonna have these three, you know, pretty much come over here and pretty much form a battle line.
Blockade? Yeah. Yeah.
And the forces that are freed, you know, with the Regicide, we're gonna have, you know, like pretty much, you know, 6 in reserve over here. We can have probably 3 of them form a battle line here. And the freed Seraphim can pretty much just, you know, hit the flanks, you know, either here and here. And let me control Z real quick. I'm gonna do that a couple times. So have these 3. Do
like
this.
Like these are ideal situations, of course. Like I expect that we're probably not going to get a perfect hit on this plan, and there will be collateral, but I'm just trying to minimize it as much as possible. In regards to that, though, this is a solid game plan. If we can pull this off, we'd be able to claim this entire like continent and use it as a staging ground for further ops.
Yeah.
And it would claim a lot of resources for the war effort too.
So we can either like use this as a jumping ground to support like what's going on in the Great Serpent Spine.
And we can use it as a jumping point to expand eastward towards the World Whale.
Yeah. And if, you know, this tactic works, we can continuously draw out the cherubim and just, you know, utilize the gaps to continue encirclements.
I imagine they're going to catch on to that strat after a while, but it will serve very much so as a really good jumping point for our early ops. Now, this is a really solid game plan.
Yeah,
very good. Very good.
Change our tactic.
And you know, given that, you know, despite we're giving these orders and everything, at any point in time, we can drop down into the field and directly shape the battlefield's events in whatever way, shape, and form we need to.
Yep. So. Be ready to put things into motion. Let me draw a line so I can have these dudes to. Yeah, move right there.
The rest of the party has no objection. I'm pretty good with this plan.
Probably have these two also support the surrounding of the cherubim over here. So probably like.
Is this the plan we're going for?
Yeah, this will be so this circle that I'm drawing right now. This will be our ideal area where we want to draw the cherubim out to, and then once the seraphim that are going to, you know, harass pull out. And the cherubim are engaged by, you know, the Regicide and the Creation 6 Tongue. This Seraphim can loop around to the rear and engage from there.
All right. So, as you finalize this plan and the map dissipates from your view, you all receive notification that the ship is ready for you all as you make your way out. Of that meeting room, out of the grand hall, down the busy streets. Why is there a skeleton there? Down the busy streets, out the inner gates, as you continue going, eventually reaching the outside of the city. And waiting for you there, your massive fucking ship. As seems to be landed. Fueling bays loading. As you all enter aboard and set course for the southern section, the Pantheon, to enact this plan, and you approach the Veil. That's where we're gonna end session.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing this get popped off.
Also, Johnny has taken control of the PA and has been blasting war pigs for the past 30 minutes.
Let's fucking go, brother.
On God.
You will start to see movements by the time your next session comes around. I'll get around to moving all the tokens to their proper positions at the end of the turn order, at the end of the week, on Sunday.
I'll have the updates for the Sundered movements by tomorrow night.
This is just going to be available for you guys to look at for whatever might come next.